Hello everybody. Today my grandma will be making Char Bao, also known as Banh Baos in Vietnamese. First, you start off by stir frying the onions, shallots, and any aromatics that you want. Then you add in the ground beef and give that a good stir and breaking up of the ground beef so that it cooks evenly. After that, you will add a spoonful of Lee Kum Kee char siu sauce. You can buy this at any Asian Oriental grocery store. Add 2 spoonfuls. Sorry. Now, once you've been stirring for a while, you want to add a bit of color into the dish to get that deep red coloring in the char siu bao. And so, as you can see here, my grandma breaks apart some red food coloring and adds it to the pan. And so, add it and then stir it up. The food coloring that she uses is imported from Vietnam, so I don't think you can find it in America, but any food coloring, red food dye works. Now, once you've been stirring for a while, you can add your seasonings. So first, you can start off with a bit of seasoned Dasita chicken powder or MSG. Then you can add a bit of sugar to balance out the saltiness from the Dasita cooking chicken powder. And then you can add a bit of pepper for that spicy, aromatic, smoky taste. Once you have added all your seasonings, begin to stir and evenly mix the food coloring and all the seasonings that you have just added. Around this time, your beef should be brown, and you can do a quick little taste test to see if your seasoning is to taste. Now, my grandma begins to add oyster sauce, Lee Kum Kee branded as well. So give that a good shake and add a spoonful. Not sure if she'll add another spoon, but around a spoonful. Keep in mind that you've already added a lot of salt seasoning. And so just not too much because the oyster sauce is salty in itself. But in adding the oyster sauce, it'll give that umami, oystery flavor that is crucial in the char siu bao. Now once you season to perfection, you can add a bit more red food coloring to your discretion, right? If you think it's too red, then obviously don't add more. But if you think and you feel like there should be more, it should look more red, then feel free to add more red food coloring. Now once it's all mixed up and seasoned, add your slurry of water and cornstarch to thicken up the char siu meat that you're making, right? So when you form it into the bao, you want it to be sticky and to not be separated. You want everything to be cohesive and adhere to each other. And so add this cornstarch and water slurry and mix it up to thicken up the char siu that you've made. And yeah, just stir it around for a bit until it begins to thicken. Ta-da, your char siu bao has been made. But what has been left out was the bun. To make the bun, you add powder, baking powder, eggs, yeast, and then stir it together, mix it, knead it, and then put the char siu filling into it, and then put it into a big pot, steam it, and then it'll rise, and then you'll get fluffy char siu baos. Thank you for watching.